Every manager dreams of taking his club to Champions League glory, but today I'm taking the hardest route to it possible, because every season for the next 10 years, I'll be forced to leave the club I'm at no matter what happens. I'll have 1 year to make an impact before moving on. No second chances, no long-term projects, just one mission. Win the Champions League before time runs out. But we've already got one problem, guys. I'm kind of unemployed, and every interview I've had with top teams was a bust. It's clear they don't think I'm ready for that kind of challenge yet. But if we are to win the Champions League, it's more important that I actually get a job at this point than fail to get a job with top teams. So I've enlisted the help of the AI to see if they can't point me in a better direction. I've already explained that no top teams want me, so I'm hoping that it can find me a club that does. And it's come up with a very good option, Fiorentina in the Serie A. And as you can see right now, they're only 8th in the table, and they've not won a trophy in 25 years. Yeah, Fiorentina are perfect. And unlike the other teams I interviewed for, I actually had success with Fiorentina, so I am now their new manager. And honestly, I'm kind of happy about that, because this is the team we've loaded into in season number 1, and I think it's a pretty damn good outfit. We've got Moise Kean, who's a great striker, we've got David De Gea. Granted, we've got a stupid amount of players on loan, but that won't affect me because I'm only here for 1 year anyways. And we have a total of 23 million to spend to get this Fiorentina as good a finish as humanly possible. But that does bring up a question, doesn't it? How do I know which team to go to once my season's up with Fiorentina? Well, guys, I won't be deciding, the AI will be. Because every year I'll ask it to give me one objective with the team I'm currently at, and if I fail that objective, I move to a worse club than I'm at, but if I complete that objective, I get to move to a better club. And the objective I've been given is an interesting one: defeat Juventus at least once during the season. That might not be easy, but it's certainly not impossible. Especially once I put my spin on this team, ladies and gents. Just remember, we've got to beat them only once, and we get to move on to a better team at the end of this season. So with that being said, we're not taking any chances with Fiorentina. We are going for the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow with a counter-attacking build-up style and a pretty deep line, because I feel that's our best chance of beating Juve. And as you can see from how we're set up, it is absolute scum, but honestly, if this works, I couldn't care less. And this is how the Fiorentina side looks on paper. Now, I'm aware there's things that we've got to do, but this is a damn good start. We've got 2 solid strikers, a good midfield, a very good keeper. We just need to work on the defence, because Pongracic and Ranieri are the weakest links. And if we do end up losing against Juve, they'll probably be the reason why. The problem is though, we only have 23 million to spend, and half the bloody team right now are on loan to us. So we've got to make the best of what we've got. And because of this, I think we take the veteran approach, which is why I'm going to go for Francesco Acerbi from Inter. He's 36 granted, but he's 84 rated with 7.5 million. I'm very aware he's snail pace, but he's got 87 defending, which will more than make up for that. And considering he only cost 8.7 million, we can't say no to him. But now we need his centre-back partner. And I'm thinking Matt Sommers is the man for the job. I know he's really slow, but he's got great defending. He's 84 rated. I'm very aware he's in his mid-30s, but he'll only cost between 8.8 and 11 million. So he's more than affordable. Well, he is if we throw a player into this deal anyway, and I'm thinking we throw Ranieri into it alongside, let's say, 5 or 6 million. Actually, let's go for 7. I'm only here for 1 year. I'm not too fussed about finances. But they don't want Ranieri. They want 10.6 million. God, I didn't see that coming. Okay, maybe we're going to have to do this a little bit differently. Offer a little bit more money. Maybe go for a younger centre-back. So we're offering Camozzo alongside 8.5 million. I changed my mind. I want to offer a bit more money just to get this deal over the line. But they don't want him either. Oh, you're joking. You want 10.6 million for a nearly retired Hummels? We'll go 8 million. That's the best I can do. If this doesn't work, then we're moving on to someone else. Is it going to work though? 9.1 million. But we got to do his contract. We ain't going to be able to afford him, are we? We simply can't afford him, guys, so we're going to walk away. Which now means we've got to find somebody else who's a little older and a little cheaper. For God's sake, Hummels was perfect. We could try Nacho Fernandez, to be fair, 34, 82 rated, and overall on paper he's a much better player than Hummels, but he is also worth a little more, so this time we're gonna have to be a little more strategic. So I'm offering 8 mil alongside Ranieri. I really hope this is enough, man. I guess we're gonna find out. Is it? Oh, thank God for that. We finally got our centre-back partnership, and now that we've signed Nacho Fernandez, that wraps up our window. I just hope we've done enough, because if this Fiorentina side can't beat Juve, then we've got to move on to a worse team. And guys, we might just be cute, because that team that they've got right there is absolutely no joke. I mean, look at the bench, man. Millet, Gonzalez, Thuram, Douglas Luiz. Yeah, we need a miracle. But you never just know, do you? Anything can happen in football. Let's see if that is going to be the case here. It isn't. We get slapped 3-1. That is not a good start. And I'm pretty sure we've only got one more game against them, guys. So we've got one more chance to beat them. Otherwise, we are leaving Fiorentina to go to a worse team than them. And here it is, guys. I've just checked. It's our second and last chance of beating Juve. Can we do it is the question. Oh, no. We bloody drew. We don't need a draw. We needed a win. Oh, no, man. I can't believe that. We're leaving Fiorentina to go to someone worse. I suppose it's not all bad news. I mean, we still have 9 years to win the UCL after all. But this isn't a good start. In fairness though, I do think that is kind of harsh because we ended up finishing 8th, just 7 points outside the top 4. And we made the Conference League final too. But obviously it doesn't mean anything. But just because I've got to move clubs doesn't mean I can't keep an eye on 1 or 2 players along the way, because I'm thinking Moise Kean could be a great addition to one of my future teams eventually. But right now, this is the wrong thing to focus on, because it's now time to see where the AI is going to send me, and I can only hope he doesn't send me to a team way worse than Fiorentina. But it's actually given me 5 options: Real Betis, Bristol City, Sampdoria, FC Nantes and Stuttgart. But if I choose, that's cheating. It's entirely up to the AI. So I've just said to it, out of the teams you just gave me, pick one please. I am praying he doesn't give me Bristol City. But it's actually given me Stuttgart instead. Now that I will not complain about. So it's now goodbye Fiorentina and hello to Stuttgart. And this is the team we've inherited from them in season number 2. And honestly, it's really good. You've got Demirovic in the team, you've got Enzo Milo, you've got Angelo Stiller. All really good players. Granted, we do have Alexander Nubel on loan from Bayern Munich, but we're only here for 1 year, so it's not my problem really. But this is my problem to deal with, because we've only got 33 million and we have no idea what this team's objective is this year. So I think it's time we found out. So I'm right now asking it to give me one objective to complete with them, and I'm really hoping it's a half decent one. And okay, wants me to qualify for European football in your first season. Well, that goes hand in hand. I'm only here for 1 season. And to be fair, with how good this team is right now, we just need to tweak it a little bit, and I reckon we've got a shot at doing this. But this time, tactics wise, I'm taking a different approach. I'm actually going to keep everything unbalanced. We've kept the formation the exact same. We've just made our wingers inside forwards too. Because honestly, I think this is perfect for Stuttgart. And honestly, guys, I'd say this is our strongest team we can field too. So that just leaves one question. What are we going to do with this 33 million? Well, the answer to that question is, guys, we're going to increase that budget. Because if this team is to qualify for European football, what we need to do with it requires a little more money. So I've put all 3 of these players on the transfer list. The 3 players that I really don't see getting much game time in the starting team, so we're not going to miss them anyway. And now that we've managed to sell all 3 of those players, we've now got 87 million to spend. And with this money, we've got an actual shot at European football. But now it's just a question of where to spend it. And I think we need a better CDM than Karazor and a better right back than Veltman. Now granted, there are other areas of the team I'd like to improve. Maybe sort our wingers out, bring in better centre backs and actual goalkeeping. But we're only here for 1 year, remember, so we do what we can. So with that in mind, we're going to try and not make Stuttgart too overpowered, which is why I'm going to go for CDM Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. He's 29, 81 rated. He's literally snail pace, but every other aspect of his game is actually quite solid. And for only 22.5 million, you really can't complain. But we still need that right back. And I'm thinking we save Mazraoui from United. He's only worth 29.5 million. He's a solid player all round. He defo helps our chances of top 6 football. And just like that, for 35 million, we signed him, and that's our transfer window done. And now that we signed Højbjerg and Mazraoui, our team looks way stronger. Our midfield looks a lot more secure. Our back line's a little bit better. We unfortunately haven't been able to do as much as I wanted with this team, but I do feel like we've done enough. Because I feel like Enzo Milo's going to have a cracking year, Nubel's going to bail us out a bunch, and I think Demirovic is going to kill it up top. So I definitely think this team's got a shot at European football. But I guess with that one, only time will tell. But European football's not the only thing I'm striving for, because I'm aiming for 85,000 subscribers. We're getting closer to it, but I need your help to get there. So if you are enjoying this video so far and want to see more content like it, drop this video a big old thumbs up, get it to at least 1,000 likes for me if you can, and of course if you're new around here, subscribe whilst you're at it. Well guys, Season 2 with Team 2 is wrapped up, and what did I tell you guys? Demirovic has had a quality campaign, 30 goal contributions in 36 games. This guy was on demon time. Milo got 7 goals, 5 assists, now 84 rated. Angelo still is now 83 rated. Yeah, this is looking way better. And on paper guys, I'll level with you lot. I think this team's at the bare minimum Conference League level. The question is though, has this team done well enough in the Bundesliga to get us European football? Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. We are top 6 with Stuttgart, 5th in the league. We've completed this season's objective. And honestly, I'm buzzing, man. I couldn't take 2 L's in a row. But just like Fiorentina, I'm keeping my eye on a couple of these players, because they could definitely help me out later on in this video. But now we're asking the AI to give us a better team than Stuttgart to join, and I can't help but wonder who we're going to land on. But it's given us Aston Villa in the Premier League. Oh my god, that's a huge step up. And on top of that, they finished 2nd in the Premier League this season, which not only means they're crap, but they've got Champions League football next season. So you never just know, Aston Villa could be the team we lift the Champions League with. But if I'm being honest guys, I don't know how Villa finished 2nd last year, because this is indeed the team we've inherited in Season 3, and truth be told, it's nothing that special. Granted, they have Morgan Rogers, Boubacar Kamara, Emiliano Martinez, all great players, but at first glance, I wouldn't have said this is the team that's capable of a 2nd place finish in the Prem. But we can certainly change that, because we've been given 155 million to spend. And if we spend that right, not only will this team challenge for the title, we have a great shot of winning the UCL. But if I'm being honest, I'm a little bit greedy, so I'm going to sell all 3 of these players, and with the money we get with them, really take Villa to the next level. Unfortunately though, we only managed to sell 2 of the 3 players on the transfer list, but that still lands us over 200 million to spend. But whoa, hold on a second guys, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We don't even know what our objective is this year. So it's time to ask the AI to give me one. And as long as it's nothing stupid, I reckon we've got a great shot at doing it. But oh my god, it wants us to win the freaking Premier League title. It says within 5 seasons, but we've only got 1. So we really need to make the most of this money, because if we don't spend it properly on this team, guys, we've got no chance of winning the title. Now, I'd say we need a defender, a right midfielder, and we need a better striker. Luckily, though, with the new budget we've got, we'll be able to bring in some serious talent. One of which being Marquinhos from Man City. He won the Premier League title with them last year, so I think he could help us win it with Aston Villa this season. And for only 55 million, we really can't complain. But now we need an affordable right midfielder, because the striker I'm going for is insane, and I found Leroy Sané who fits that bill. He's got great pace, good eye for goal, great dribbling. He only cost 40.5 million. Yeah, this guy will do. And now that we've just signed Leroy Sané, that leaves only the striker position to sort out. And you guys might recognise it, because I'm signing Moise Kean from Season 1. He's 26 now, 84 rated, quality pace for a striker with an insane eye for goal. He did well for us at Fiorentina. I think he'll smash it for us at Villa too. And with the signing of Moise Kean for 70 mil on the dot, that wraps up our 3rd transfer window. And looking at this team now, guys, I honestly think we've got a shot at winning the title. I mean, if these lot can finish 2nd last year, with the additional quality added, who knows what they can do. But remember, guys, that objective set to us by the AI with Villa won't matter at all if we go on to win the Champions League with them instead. Granted, I know it's unlikely that this team will pull that off, but in football you can quite literally never say never. And guys, as daft as this sounds, we may actually pull this off. We are 4th in the UCL league phase. Could you imagine if this only took 3 seasons? But hey, we've got past Napoli in the round of 16, but got absolutely smoked by Juve in the quarters. Oh my god, we've just had a reality check. So we've just got to hope to god this Aston Villa side to win the Prem. But if Juve had beaten us like that, I don't think we'd done it. Oh man, we weren't even bloody close, guys. We're 3rd in the Premier League, 7 points behind Man City. So not only did we not win the UCL, we failed this season's objective. And the worst thing is, I spent a lot of money on Moise Kean to be our top striker, and now Yarzabal got all the bloody game time. Yeah, time at Villa hasn't been good, has it? But now it's time to ask the AI to give us a worse team than Aston Villa to join. Wouldn't it be cool if we could go back to either Stuttgart or Fiorentina? But it screwed me. We're going to FC Metz in France. Oh my god, I thought it was going to give us someone slightly worse, not 10 times worse. I mean, right now they're in the 2nd tier of French football. Oh, the AI screwed us. But guys, we gotta go through with it. We failed the objective, so this is our punishment, being the manager now of FC Metz. But oh my god, look at the state of this team, man. In comparison to Aston Villa, it's bloody awful. Our highest rated player is Arno Bodart. He's only 76 rated. Honestly, thank god we're only here for a year. I mean, let's be real, no matter what we do over the next 12 months with this team, we're never gonna perform a miracle, are we? Especially with only 19 million euros. Oh man, we've got to complete this year's objective, else we're screwed. But you know what? This isn't bad. It wants me to achieve a mid-table finish in Liga 1. So in this league, it's anywhere between 12th and 10th. Honestly, I think that's kind of doable. We obviously need to work magic with this team, put our spin on it to improve certain positions, but that is not impossible. So with that being said, we're playing the 4-2-1-3 formation with a counter-attacking build-up style and a deep line to go with it. And when we're on the ball, ladies and gents, this is how we are going to be looking. It's a little bit risky, but I think it'll work. Especially now that we messed with the starting 11, this really is not a bad side for the Liga 1. And we haven't even touched this money yet either. But the first thing we're doing with it isn't spending it, guys. We're going to add to it. Because I'm selling Galthia Hein and Alessia Zerbin. I know these two player sales may seem a bit wacky, but don't worry, I've got a plan, just let me cook. And guys, now that we sold both of these players for over 6 mil combined, we've now got 25 million to spend. Now that's a lot better than 18. But is what I've got planned with that money enough to get this team a mid-table finish? Well, let's find out. Let's bring those players in. So with that being said, I got started straight away by signing Adam Dajin from Sheffield United for 4.9 million. He's 73 rated at only 21 years old with great stats already. And I've also just signed QPR centre-back Jonas Fredriksson for 5.3 million. He's 20, he's 74 overall with great defending and physicality for his age. He's exactly what our defence needs. And so is this next player, because I went into that free agents list just to see who I could find, and guess who I found? Kieran Tierney, 30 years old, 78 overall. Welcome to FC Metz. And even after adding all 3 new signings to the starting team, we've still got 11 million euros to spend. And I'd be an idiot not to use it. So I'm thinking we throw all that money into a proper good goalie. I mean, Arno Bodart isn't a bad keeper in the slightest, but if we want mid-table, this is what we gotta do. So I went ahead and spent 7.75 million on Rui Silva. He's 33 years old, he's 81 rated, and he might just secure us a mid-table spot. But guys, we still aren't done yet, because I'm changing a couple of players' positions. For example, Sabal is going to go from a striker to a left winger. Let's see what happens. 77 rated, beautiful. And we are making Arthur Atta an attacking midfielder. I'm not sure if his overall will go up. Nah, that's disappointing. I had a feeling it wouldn't. But in all honesty, looking at the state of this team after that transfer window, I think we've done a damn good job making it better. We have a relatively strong front four. We've got a decent defence, a very good keeper. It's just Crew and Pavic that let us down, but because they're young, I've got a feeling they'll have a pretty decent season in terms of progression. But unless this FC Metz side managed to get a mid-table finish, everything we've just done with them was for absolutely nothing. And guys, I've got a bad feeling about this. These stats look so underwhelming. I mean, Ibu Sane is our top goal contributor with 13 goals and 5 assists. Yeah, I don't think we've done well. But on paper, this team really isn't that bad. In fact, I'd argue it's the perfect mid-table side for a Liga 1 team. Unfortunately though, guys, it's not happened. As you can see, we are not anywhere in the bottom half of the table, which can only mean one thing. We've absolutely... Hang on, where that... Oh my god, we finished 4th. Are you joking? We only wanted a mid-table finish. Instead, we got top 4 football in European competition. I'm working miracles with these teams, I am. But more importantly, guys, that means one thing. We've completed our objective with FC Metz, and because of that, the next team we're joining is going to be better than them. And there we have it, ladies and gents. I'm asking AI to give me a new team, and honestly, a Barcelona or a Bayern wouldn't go amiss at this point. But Real Sociedad aren't a bad substitute either. I mean, they definitely have a decent team. I mean, they finished inside the top 8 this year, and actually made the Europa League final. So I'd say Real Sociedad right now are pretty damn good. So with that being said, we're saying goodbye to FC Metz and saying hello to Spanish football. But we're also saying hello to a very strong Real Sociedad side, because look at the state of this team, man. It's got to be one of the best teams we've managed so far aside Villa. You got Brian Brobby, Thuram, Zubamendi, even the bloody bench is stat, man. Real Sociedad's recruitment's been insane. But there is some bad news, ladies and gents. We only have 64 mil in the budget. So depending on what our objective is this year, we could be increasing that. But we definitely are, because our objective this year is to qualify for the UCL. It says within 2 seasons, but we've only got 1, remember. So not only am I slightly tweaking this team into my image, age, we've got to get rid of a couple of them too. So I'm going to get rid of Ori Ozarkson because we've already got Brian Brobby, Brace Mendes because we've got plenty depth in the midfield, and I'm selling the rest of these players on the transfer list. Because the more players we sell, the more money we'll get, and the better our chances of qualifying for the UCL will become. And now that we managed to sell all of them for a stupid amount of money, we have over 200 million to spend now. And with the plan I've got for this starting 11, I'm almost certain we've got UCL football in the bag. As I started by signing Kim Min-jae from Chelsea for 35 million. He's 84 rated with fantastic stats and he's played at the top level now for years. I've also just signed Alex Murray from Napoli for 18.5 million. And just like Kim Min-jae, he's 31 years old, 84 rated. If you haven't noticed, guys, I'm trying to improve Real Sociedad but not make them too good for when I eventually come up against them in the future. Saying that though, we still have 147 million to spend, and I only have 2 more players I want to sign. And they are Molina from West Ham United to go into that right back position, and Christian Pulisic from Manchester City to go up in that front 3. These guys are both fantastic players and will certainly elevate Real Sociedad to the point where they can compete for top 4 football. And there we go, after spending 110.2 million euros combined on both of these players, that wraps up our window with Sociedad. But we've done a damn good bit of business. I mean, just look at the team now, ladies and gents. There's quality up and down the pitch. We sorted all the weaknesses out. And the best thing is we haven't even had to touch the bench because it was already pretty stacked. Yeah, I've got a good feeling about this season. I know this team will be competing against Atletico, Real Madrid, Barcelona, but I feel like with the additions and changes we've made, that will be enough to get top 4 football. And thankfully, ladies and gents, I'm bang on the money. We're top 4. UCL football is in the bag. Objective complete. I'm so happy with this team, man. Finally, a couple of wins in the bag and we will move on to an even better team now. But trust me when I say, I'm not forgetting a couple of these players either, because there's some serious quality here. I mean, look at Pulisic, man. 46 goal contributions in 52 games. Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on him. But now it's time to ask the AI to give me a better team than Real Sociedad to move to. And it's at this point now we need a serious top team. And we've got one in Bayern Munich. Oh my god, that's massive, guys. In season 6, we are moving to the best team in Germany. Now, granted, they only made the playoffs of the UCL, and for that matter lost to RB Salzburg, but they are, as you can see, still the best team in Germany by a mile. And for the next 12 months, we get to say we're the manager of them now. And guys, this could be the team we complete this challenge with. However, now that we've joined Bayern Munich, it's become abundantly clear why they didn't do well in Europe, because whilst this team is definitely the best team in Germany, it's nowhere near the level of best in the world yet. I mean, for starters, Katongo's the best right back they've got. Goretzka and Polina are their 2 holding midfielders. They've got an 82 rated centre back. That's not good enough to win the UCL. And it just gets even worse, guys. We've only got 54 million to spend. Oh, Bayern trolling me at this point, seriously. What on earth is 54 million going to do to this team? That is actually a joke we've been given that much. This is Bayern Munich, for God's sake. In fairness, though, there are a couple of players we can get rid of. For example, we've got Arda Güler in the same team as Jamal Musiala. We don't need 2 cams that good. We've also got 3 more cams here, guys. Why have Bayern got so many attacking midfielders? Well, they won't do for long because I've put a couple of them on the transfer list alongside Zaragoza. And by the time we sold these players, we are going to be minted. And here's your proof, guys. Look at how much we sold all these players for. I mean, we've now got over 400 million to spend. Guys, this could be the year we complete this challenge, because I believe Bayern Munich are the team we go for it with, guys. We've got to make this team unstoppable. We've got to make them as good as possible to give us the best chance to win the UCL. And that means a better goalkeeper, a better centre-back, a better right-back, a couple of better midfielders. Aside from that, Bayern are absolutely golden. But we are forgetting one thing, aren't we? We've got to ask the AI to give us an objective with Bayern Munich. What's he bloody say, win the Champions League or something? But not only does he want us to win the UCL, it wants us to win the freaking treble. So we've got no choice but to go all out. We either win the treble or we're going to someone worse than Bayern at the end of the season. It's a damn good job we got all this money, guys, because honestly, with that objective, we're going to bloody need it. We're also going to need to spend it right too, which is why I'm going to go for Lucas Chevalier as our brand new goalie. He's 27, 88 rated, and when I randomised the top 5 leagues in my previous video, he won the Golden Glove alongside 2 other keepers every year, so this guy is the right choice. days. As for the defence, guys, I'm going to go for two Chelsea youngsters. The first one being Levi Colwill, because he's 26, 85 rated, and he's still got tons of room for improvement. And I'm signing Malo Gusto from Nottingham Forest, because he's 26, 85 rated, just like Levi Colwill, but his contract's expiring as well. And after spending 105 mil combined on both of these players, we've now sorted our defence out. And now finally, it's time to fix the midfield. So I'm going to sign Morten Hjulman from Juve. He's 30, he's 86 rated. This guy's absolutely solid with his contract expiring. As for his midfield partner, I figured why not go for the best player in the world, guys? So I'm going to sign Rodri from Leverkusen. Granted, he's 33 years old, but he's 91 rated. And he's won the treble before, so he can probably help us do it. And just like that, our window's done after spending 135.5 million on both of these midfielders. I just hope now we've done enough. Because if this Bayern Munich side don't win absolutely everything this year, after taking 15 steps forward, we're going to go 25 back. I mean, we've already fought our way back from being in charge of FC Metz, and I, for one, do not want to do that again. So I'm really hoping Bayern pull it off. And guys, this is exactly the start we were after. We've won the Bundesliga in convincing fashion. That's one trophy down, 2 to go. But we've lost the DFB Pokal to Heidenheim. Nah, you're joking. If we don't win the Champions League this year, we're going to go backwards again. I can't go through that again, man. We've got to win it. But ladies and gents, I'm happy to say we've got off to a flying start. We are third in the league phase. And we just scraped past Athletic Bilbao in the round of 16. We've battered Barcelona, but we've lost to Liverpool. No, you can't be serious. You can't be serious. I can't believe that, man. I need a second to digest that. We were so freaking close. I mean, I don't know what more we could have done, man. We improved the defense, got a better midfield. And look at these stats as well, man. They absolutely killed it. We just weren't good enough where it counted. Oh, that's a tough pill to swallow. We were so close. But it's that time again to ask the AI to give us a team worse than Bayern to join. And the worst thing is, from FC Metz to Bayern Munich, that took 3 or 4 years to get there. We don't have that time anymore. But I can't believe it. We've got to join Sunderland. Nah, this AI's got to be taking the... They literally finished 50th in the championship this year. Oh my god. Yeah, we are actually screwed. But we simply have no choice. We are trading in the red colours for the red and white as we join the Black Cats. To be honest though, now that I'm in charge of Sunderland, I don't know how they finished so poorly last year, because this team really isn't that bad. I mean, they've got Ekwa in the midfield, they've got Mundo, they've got Mayenda up top. Not to mention centre-back Sealt. All 4 of those players could do a job in the Prem. And we have 19 million in the budget. That's insane for the championship. To be fair, guys, once we're done with this team, I reckon there's a solid chance we could get them promotion. To be fair, maybe that's the objective this year. And it sort of is, guys, because I told the AI we are in the championship with Sunderland, it wants us to get back into the Premier League pretty much. So that's exactly what I'm going to try and do. Because we've got to work our way once again back to the top of football, and that starts with this Sunderland side. But we are going to shuffle the tactics to make sure we complete this season's objective. So we're going to go for the 4-2-1-3 again with a counter-attacking build-up style and a really deep line. And we are using the exact same tactics we used with FC Metz way back when. Because with these tactics, they massively overachieved. And after shuffling the team round a bit, this is by a mile our best squad. And it's crazy to think they're in the championship. Because all they need is a better defence, a better goalkeeper, and we should have promotion in the bag. Especially with the first signing we're making, because we're going for Dean Henderson, a keeper who's way too good for the championship but is somehow in this league. But hopefully it won't be for much longer, because now that we signed him for 5.4 mil, I want him to help us get into the Prem. Just like I want Gonçalves Borré to help us get into the Prem. He's 6'5", 21, 75 rated. Yeah, he'll definitely do. And he only cost us 6 million as well. But we're not done there, because I went looking in the free agents list to see if I could find any other defenders, and I found Max Aarons, who is quite literally perfect for the championship. And now that we signed him, that's our transfer window done. And I personally think we've done enough with this Sunderland side to help get them promotion to the Prem. But technically we don't have to, remember, because our objective is to reach the playoff final. But obviously that is sort of along the lines of promotion. So if that's what we're able to do with Sunderland, next year we'll be able to move on to a better team again. And guys, thank God for that. We've pulled it off with the Black Cats. They are once again Premier League. And more importantly, we get to manage a better team next season. And now that our 12 months is up with Sunderland, it's time to say goodbye to this team. But remember, we've only got 3 years left. We need a big team, and we need it now, ideally. And it looks like we're heading back to France. It's giving us AS Monaco. You know what? That's not bad. That's a real jump in quality. I mean, granted, they only made the playoffs of the UCL, and just like Bayern got knocked out by Salzburg. But they did finish 4th in Liga 1, so there's clearly some quality there to work with. I'm hoping so at least anyway, guys, because they are now the team I'm in charge of. But thankfully, guys, and quite surprisingly, to be fair, Monaco are stacked. Just look at the state of this team, ladies and gentlemen. They've got Elena Kenner up top, they've got Malik Tillman, they've got Amad Diallo, Zeno Dibast in the defence, James Trafford in goal. There's insane quality in this side. And they've got a lot of money in 55 million too. So right now, everything's looking good. We just need to know what objective we've got to hit. So I've asked the AI as usual to give me one objective to complete as Monaco manager. But I'm having to make it more specific now as career mode doesn't exactly align with what's going on in real life. But it's come back with finish inside the top 3 of the Liga 1 and reach the quarters of the UEFA Champions League. But I'm pretty sure we aren't in the UCL, so top 3 is our objective. And considering this side finished in the top 4 last year, I'm pretty sure once I've done with it, top 3 won't be a problem. But we are going to keep the 4-4-2 because with the players we've got, it simply doesn't make sense. So we're going to go for the 4-1-2-1-2 wide this time with a balanced build-up style and a balanced defensive approach. And when we're on the ball, this is how we're going to be playing, guys. It's very different than usual, but I believe with AS Monaco, it'll work a treat. And to be fair, guys, the team in this formation doesn't look bad at all. There are some things we do need to do. We need to change Amad's position to a right midfielder, we need to bring in a CDM and replace Kerr at the back because he's now in his mid-30s. Now the position change won't be much of an issue. The problem is we've got 55 million to spend on a good CDM and a good centre-back. But you guys know me, I prefer a better defence than a better midfield, which is why I've just spent 40 million on centre-back Botman. He's 85 rated, 6'4", 31 years old. He will do wonders in Liga 1. Now don't worry, I know we still need a CDM. What I'm going to do, I'm going to look in the free agents, I'm going to chance it and see if we can't find someone like 80 rated, 81 rated to bring into the team. But guys, we have been unbelievably lucky. We found Turkish regen Emir Kaya, 21, 84 rated. This isn't even up for debate. He's getting signed. And now that he's officially a Monaco player, that's our window done. And by the looks of the starting 11 now, I feel like it is ready to try and get top 3 football. Especially with players like Ilana Kenner in the team, Tillman, Ahmad for example. Those 3 alone will carry Monaco. But we need the entire team on form to get top 3 football. And guys, I can feel a momentum shift here. We've got top 3 football. That's back-to-back objectives complete. But that's not all. Because I didn't know this originally, but AS Monaco have UCL football this year. And as daft as it sounds, we could complete the challenge with them. And it's still on as we've not PSV out. But Real Madrid have absolutely slapped us. Oh my good gracious God, they have given us a reality check. But there is some good news, guys. We are going to a team better than this next year. And honestly, that can only bode well for us. So here we go. For the second to last time, we're asking the AI to give us a better team to join. A Barcelona, a Real Madrid, and Manchester City would be perfect right now. But instead, we've got Chelsea. I will absolutely take that. Chelsea's team is stacked. I mean, they've just finished second in the Premier League after all. But this does mean the challenge could end in season 9, because if we fail Chelsea's objective, we'll get a worse team than them, and they probably won't have UCL football. So depending on the objective we get with Chelsea, this could be our last shot of winning the Champions League. But if I'm being honest, guys, the shot we've got to win in the UCL is a fantastic one, because look at the state of this Chelsea side. It is absolutely insane. We've got Lewandowski's regen up top. Our old friend Musiala's in this team. We've got Camavinga, Barcola, Nuno Mendes, Rest in goal. Bro, this team's a joke. And we've got 162 million to spend. Honestly, everything is going our way now. We just need a good objective. And we might have got one. It wants us to get a top 3 finish in the Premier League. I know it says it wants a semi-final finish in the UCL, but we're following one objective, and that's the first one it gave us. And I think if we can bring in better defenders than Adorable, Yo-Yo, and Wiley, we might not just complete the objective, we might complete this entire challenge. So with that being said, I decided to bolster our defence first by signing Thomas Araujo for 45.8 million. He's 86 rated, got 87 pace, 85 defending, 83 physicality. He's literally the perfect centre-back, but we're not done yet. Because I've decided to sign Malo Gusto once again for 89 million to bring him back home to Chelsea. And let's be honest guys, he's 87 rated, he's got unbelievable stats. It's not hard to see why. And looking at this team now, ladies and gents, as we approach our 9th year in this challenge, I reckon we've got a great chance of winning the UCL. We've massively improved our defense, the rest of the team is fantastic. I mean, we've won it with worse teams in the past, haven't we? But we can't forget we need a top 3 finish in the Premier League to complete the season's objective. And guys, we might need that to happen, because if Chelsea not only fail the objective but to win the UCL, we'll have to join a worse team than Chelsea and potentially face failing this challenge. But thankfully guys, we've got no worries for season 10 because we've won the Premier League, smashing this season's objective. We just need to win the UCL and that's the challenge complete. And as you can see, we're off to a fantastic start. But we got knocked out straight away by Juve. Nah, you are actually taking the piss here. We've got to have one of the strongest teams in the world. That has got me curious though, who actually won it? No way, Monaco. Nah, you are actually taking the mitt now. You're trolling me surely. We've just come from there. Oh my god, this challenge can suck a big fat bag of I really can't get over that, guys, but I suppose the good bit of news is we are moving to a better team than this next year. The question is, though, who the hell's it going to be? Oh my god, it's Real Madrid. Guys, we will literally never have a better chance of completing this challenge than we will have next season. I mean, granted, they haven't won La Liga this year, but this season they didn't have me in charge, did they? But ladies and gentlemen, I am now, as for the 10th and final time, I'm switching teams with the hopes of finally winning the Champions League. And what a team we have loaded into, ladies and gents. Just take a look at it. Vinny Jr., Kylian Mbappe, Vitinha, Kamara, Bellingham. I mean, granted, we do have a 41-year-old Courtois in goal, but we can easily sort that. Because we've got 174 million to spend on this team. And unlike the last 9 years, we have no objectives to complete because this is our 10th and final year of the challenge. Which means this Real Madrid side are our last chance to finally get our hands on the Champions League. And honestly, I think we just need a better keeper than Courtois and a better left back than Ubatara, and I don't see any team that can stop us. So with that being said, I'm not beating around the bush, guys. For the keeper, I'm going to go for Georgi Mamardashvili from Liverpool, one of the best keepers in the world right now. And for the left back role, I'm going for Miguel Gutierrez, bloody Bevo's lookalike. And just like that, our last transfer window is done after spending 110.9 mil combined on both of these players. But I think this team is ready for the UCL, ladies and gents. I mean, it's Real Madrid after all. They're the most successful team ever in that competition. But unlike the last 9 years, it's quite literally now or never. This Real Madrid side either wins the UCL this year, or we fall flat on our faces and fail this challenge. And here we are, guys. It is the moment of truth. We don't care about the league or League Cups. It's just the Champions League. And as you can see, we've made it through to the playoffs, where we've dismantled Newcastle, we've destroyed Dynamo Zagreb, we've battered Roma, and we've beaten our old club Monaco. We're playing Napoli in the final. Guys, the last 10 years has been leading up to this. We cannot bottle it now. Guys, we've been through it in this video. We've taken on all types of challenges, all different teams. We've landed at Madrid, who've got us to our first Champions League final. The question is, though, can they help us complete this challenge? We've done it! 2-1 on the night. Vinny Jr. Who else scored? Min Hyuk scored the second. Guys, we have completed the challenge. Real Madrid, we've won the Champions League with them. Oh my god, the last 10 seasons weren't for nothing. Thank God for that. This team helped us do what seemed impossible early on, and that is finally lift that Champions League. That's hands down the trickiest challenge I've ever done on this channel, and if you have enjoyed, please let me know by liking this video and subscribing to the channel if you're new around here as well. Also, comment down below if you want to see more challenges like this, because I've got a couple more ideas. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, guys, YouTube recommends you watch this one, and I don't blame it because I'm pretty proud of this one myself.